Hey, welcome back here to H30 Justice for All. We're doing the testimony right now. On guard! On guard. Yes, now I remember. The Nickel Samurai! That's right, it was the Nickel Samurai ad that I saw! Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. So he must have worn that Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan.
I knew it. I knew you'd say he was inside that costume.
What? Did you think there could have been someone else inside the costume? Don't be a bad little boy, thinking such rude things.
But the possibility does exist.
Ah, youngster, I told you there is no way it was anyone else.
We definitely haven't had this case before.
No.
How do you know that?
Because I said so, and what I say is the truth.
At least she's just as delightful a witness as she was a year ago. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Judge is just fed up with her. I don't like her here.
On guard, on guard. Yes, now I remember.
Would you please get on with your testimony?
What's your language, young man? What sort of tone is that to take with an elder? My youthfulness isn't what it used to be, so you should forgive me for everything. If you keep on barking at me like that, I'll start singing at the top of my lungs!
What?
A striking figure by the sea! Standing alone is he! He's the Nickel Samurai!
Sounds like she likes the Nickel Samurai more than the Jammin' Ninja. I think somebody's a liar.
The theme song is a banger.
She's actually singing. Someone help my poor ears. Mr. Edgeworth, can you please do something about this racket?
Witness, I'll give you a piece of gum later if you'll be good and stick to just the facts. Okay! You promise, right? Right, I'll be sending the bill for the chewing gum to your office at a later date.
Oh shit, I owe Edgeworth $1?
$1 for one piece of gum?
I owe him a nickel. Seems to fit the theme. Remind me to send you a thank you note later too. Edgeworth, old chum. Edgy, my old chum.
The Nickel Samurai, that's right. It was the Nickel Samurai that I saw.
I
saw the Nickel Samurai.
Be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Not too long ago, you said he was wearing his racing jacket, and now he's not.
Not too long ago? Then let me ask you this. When you were itty bitty, what was your grand dream?
Huh?
What did you want to be when you grew up, whippersnapper?
My dream, huh? Well, I, wanted to be Judge Wagner, hero of the public's court. So what?
See? Hey, look where you are now! You're not Judge Wagner, are you? Are you?
No, he's doing the only thing that can make him a judge.
What I said earlier, who puts any weight into things like that? The now is everything. I can't be held responsible for the past.
Since when did court become theatrics over testimonies?
All that matters is that man was inside that costume. Isn't that enough? Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. Stop yawning!
And why would that be?
That way, no one could see his face, of course.
But there's still no advantage for him that I can see. In fact, you would think the costume would make him stand out all the more. Climbed on the window.
You were such an annoying child, you know that? You disagree with everything I say!
Isn't that what you're always doing to me?
I got it! Maybe it was more troublesome for him to change in and out of his costume. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know.
Was there anyone else scheduled to appear at that post-ceremony show?
Well, all the contestants were supposed to go on stage in a friendly justice thing.
Oh, they're gonna fist each other.
Yes, it was that type of convention.
And that included the German ninja?
Of course it included him. That's why when On-Guard came out of Diowan's room, I didn't give it a second thought.
I see.
Well, anyway.
So he must have known that's Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing Porter on.
I can't help it, I'm so tired. So let me ask you one last time. The person you saw, it really was the Nickel Samurai.
As showy as ever. Haven't I been saying that from the very beginning?
Can I throw in the towel yet? Don't need to think too hard on this one. Huh? There's contradiction in her testimony. It's sitting in plain sight. The bagel on the table. It's got cream cheese.
Not melted.
Phoenix, get it for me. I'm hungry.
No.
Get the bagel.
Don't. It's a trap. I talked to Francisca earlier. She set that up.
It's got laxatives in it.
Yes. This was her plan to achieve victory at all costs.
Then she got shot. His jokes were on her.
Ooh.
The question is what that contradiction means for us. We'll have to figure out what you're talking about first, but okay. I like how I like how they're so... They want it to be a mystery for the player to solve to the point where they're like, oh, Mia's got it, and she's like, oh, the audience definitely knows. And then Phoenix is also there like, maybe they don't know, and I don't know.
Alright, what am I doing?
On guard, yes. Now, remember the Nickel Samurai, that's it. Alright, there's nothing to contradict here. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder.
You have to go to the posterity stage right after the crime, you know.
Alright, show me.
So he must have worn that Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing Paul Wan.
That's what he looks like.
This is the press conference that he was going to go to after the ceremony stage show or whatever. Don't care. He's dead. Don't care. Strangled with a scarf, then stabbed with a knife. We got a knife. It bears the victim's blood and also On-Guard's fingerprints in the grip Gatewater's engraved. And this is the button ripped off of his costume, covered in his blood, and was found in On-Guard's Takama.
Okay. Go to the beginning evidence.
Oh, beginning of the evidence.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So, I mean, this is the fuckity. This is the costume that he was wearing.
I don't think it would have been convenient in that costume. I mean, no. Well, no, it would be because he wouldn't have changed. That's not what I meant.
Yeah.
I don't. It's still the fact you can't see his face. He's got a full mask on.
That's not the issue here.
I mean, how would she have seen him fully? She would have seen the Nickel Samurai. How would she know?
Yes, she's saying that she saw the Nickel Samurai. If he was fully in costume, what doesn't add up?
What the... I see the spear.
He did not have the spear. No, the spear is irrelevant. It doesn't exist. Don't worry about it.
It's in Oblivion. It's gone. It's in Tartarus.
Yes.
Or is it the fact he was strangled with a scarf? No.
Yeah, he could be strangled with a scarf while in costume.
I was meaning where the scarf came from.
And he went on him.
All I can other think of is there's no blood on the outfit. But we don't have the actual outfit in evidence.
No, we don't.
Where's the... Go back to that knife. Grab. But the right... He's in costume. How are fingerprints on that?
There you go.
I was thinking of a right-handed man and his right hand is metal.
Well, yeah, but you can still stab somebody with that.
I was meaning how are their fingerprints from metal?
Yeah.
I was focused more on that than the left-handed glove side. Please take a look at this.
Yeah? So it's a knife. Big deal. If you're trying to scare me with that, I'll have you know it won't work.
Tell me the truth! I'll get you with this butter knife.
I did it.
No, that's not my intention at all.
It's the knife that was used in a murder, correct?
Your Honor, you know why this piece of evidence is important to this case?
You don't even have to ask. It's because the defendant's fingerprints are on it.
Is that what you're driving at?
That's exactly what I'm driving at.
What are you driving at? And whose car are we driving? Where are we going? We're going to the hip-hop new drive-in movies?
Yes.
Your Honor, they don't really have those anymore.
We're gonna watch Flash Gordon.
Mr. On Guard was really in the Nickel Samurai costume at the time of the murder. That is impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on this knife. Actually, he would have wiped all previous fingerprints on this knife right off.
Hubba.
You know, he would have sat in there and he just would have... I'm sorry.
Oh, that's right. The Nickel Samurai wears gloves, doesn't he?
He probably took his gloves off before he began the stabbing.
And why would he do something like that? Leave his prints on the murder weapon. There's no way he would have done he would do something like that.
However, there is one possibility.
Then let's hear your possibility.
It's very simple. The defendant went to the victim's room modeling costume as a Nickel Samurai. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off.
I like the fact that Phoenix isn't mean to Edgeworth and isn't back like, well then give me your possibility. I want to hear it.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I wasn't expecting
No,
it.
oh fuck. Oh my god.
But the murder still did take place.
It's well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim.
I love Taylor Swift. Yes, I've heard that before. On the radio.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Mr. Edgeworth's theory?
So let me get this straight. Edgeworth's theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with this theory?
When he was going to the room, he did not think about killing.
I don't see any problems with that. But I need to disagree with it because it's my client.
Remember last episode? Last episode.
What, the fact that they thought they were rivals?
No. What did Gumshoe say that we disproved? And then Edgeworth reproved it.
I don't remember.
Oh my god.
Give my brain a sec. Is it still in evidence? It's in evidence. I could probably jog my memory from that.
Yeah.
Where was the suicide note?
All we can think of is the gossip.
No.
Guitar case. Guitar case has nothing to do with it.
Oh, I can take his hip now.
Oh, good for you. I can sit here with a tired brain trying to go, what's going on? They had their rivalry to be the better one.
No, and On Guard was winning, so he had no reason to kill Ron Kurita.
And Edgeworth. How did Edgeworth?
He did not say anything about it. He agreed.
What the fuck did Edgeworth?
What
did Gumshoe say that we disagreed with, and then Edgeworth was like, "Ah, oh, no, come on."
Something with the items inside of Ron Kurita's room.
What, there's a scarf, there's tomato juice in the glass.
None of those.
There's a guitar case that's wet from the top.
No, not that.
There's a button missing.
No. The most jarring thing in this photo.
It was just the fact that the most jarring thing I ever noticed from the photo was the fact that there's not a knocked over tomato juice. He was stabbed after being strangled. What else do you want?
Well, yeah, there's a knife in them. And what is so strange about the knife?
Oh, it's not from his room.
Yeah, so it's not premeditated. So we said that that he did not buy the knife. Gumshoe said he bought the knife, and we said no, it's Gatewater Hotel property, so this was not a premeditated murder. And then Edgewood said
it's from his room.
Yes, that he brought the knife with him to the room, so it was premeditated.
Why is there an option to think about it one more time? Does it give me a flashback?
No, it literally just goes back 2 lines.
Think about it one more time. Maybe my words that don't lead you to anything will lead you to something. This theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony.
What are you babbling about?
Now, for argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. OnGuard was the killer. If that's the case, it's impossible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent. This knife was used by Mr. OnGuard at dinner.
At dinner?
Yes, we did establish that.
Which means that if my client was in fact the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Kurita.
I suppose.
However, you just said it yourself. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Right, Woody? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from suspicion 1.
Supposition.
Whatever.
Oh shit, we're playing in Braille.
And one more thing. If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, then there should be glove marks left on the knife. Which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't be all over this. Oh, over it like bees on a hive. Oh. And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us.
Order, order, I say, order in my court! Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing?
To frame? I mean, that's a pretty simple question.
And why would he do that?
To frame the man? But
why would he hang a picture of him in his house?
Because it looks good on the wall.
True. He is quite snazzy.
It's to frame my client, Mr. On Guard, of course.
To frame?
Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one?
I need an acquittal, man! We just established the witness saw the Nickel Samurai in costume. And if that were true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife.
Yes!
Are we sure it's blood on the button and not tomato juice?
No, we tested it for blood.
Looks like I made your life a tiny bit more difficult, huh, Edgy Poo?
Witness, did you or did you not really see the Nickel Samurai?
Well, I guess I might have forgotten, but...
Are you saying you mixed up Mr. Ongar
With the Nickel Samurai, his character on TV?
But I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. Look, I was waiting around in front of the doors. Well, well, I wasn't waiting around for the Nickel Samurai, that's for sure.
What if you were in front of the wrong door to begin with?
No.
Like you're not the smartest bunch, so I could see you being at the wrong door and be like, oh, why'd the Nickel Samurai come out of there? So somebody could be like, well, that's his room. Son of a bitch!
There's a bunch of gifts for Juan Kurita in front of the door.
She wasn't waiting for the Nickel Samurai. Alright then. Who were you waiting around for then? You sneaky little Dutch.
That's top secret for anyone out of security.
It was Juan Kurita. We gave her a signed Juan Kurita. She was waiting for Juan Kurita.
I have a feeling that you were waiting for Mr. Juan Kurita. Am I correct, witness?
The way you think. You are a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness.
Ouch.
Amateur? Me? What am I an amateur of?
This Oldbag was waiting around in front of the victim's room. It didn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Kurita. Was she waiting for Andrews to get there to figure out if the rumors were true?
Okay.
Maybe Phoenix.
Okay.
Maybe the Oldbag was waiting around for that person. It's who I think me is hinting at. It's certainly possible. Miss Oldbag, you were waiting around for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you? Her dead sister.
It's not her sister. It was her mentor.
Like a sister to her.
Like a sister to her. There you go.
So I'll just call her sister.
No!
Who is this person?
You're ruining my fanfiction.
Adrian Andrews, Mr. On Guard's manager. Can't have sister. No, that would make your fanfiction better.
No!
More people would read it if it was
No!
sister on sister.
I don't go there. It would make me more money, yes. But I got a conscience.
I think that's what the 50 Shades author said.
Yeah.
Hey, can you do one more book, or can we like make another movie off of this trilogy? That would make me more money, but I have got a conscience. I can't have any more theater seats wet. That ruined the establishments. No more cucumbers left in these.
You know how much leather seats I had to replace?
What? Why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room?
It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor.
Oh, this is... Well, this is... Ah, I see.
Jed seems to be really into the articles, if it can be called such a thing. The judge is the type to get a porno mag and only read it for the articles.
Yes. That's how I read it.
That's what every boy says. That's a boy's answer.
Then this manager with the initials AA, are you saying it's...
Adrian Andrews. Without a doubt, the witness thought so as well.
Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away the whole sworn to confidentiality stuff then.
Witness! What in the world are you?
Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this. Very bad feeling.
Bourbon.
I got some information. Some very secret information from a certain source. So that's why I was doing my own little investigation. It's secret, of course.
Are you saying that it's about to get bad because she's about to go on a rant? Are you warning me that a rant is coming?
Oh, no, we're good for now.
But what for?
Oh, just for myself. Personal reasons and all that.
He's my lover. None shall touch him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here?
I really don't want to do this, however, I cannot simply let this point slide.
I see. Very well then, witness, please testify about this secret information.
Get ready! This is going to take the wind out of your unions!
I'm sure we're all capable of handling this. Really, it's not like we're 10 years old.
Huh?
That God is one evil man! He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, wait, this is top secret. You got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay?
You can think about it later.
I'm just thinking, why would he? He didn't like Juan so much that he threw his own manager under the bus.
No, to like find like you could look at the angle that he sends his own manager to go and find some dirt on him and then report back.
There's no dirt. There's a suicide note. And a suicide.
And if the suicide note says that it was because of Juan, but boom, we got ourselves a scandal. I win.
After he's dead, but nobody knew about the suicide.
Well, I didn't kill him, man. I just wanted to get some scandals.
The defendant sent his manager? What a distasteful topic for this court.
What? Nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying, the truth is never pleasant?
You ever heard that one before?
Mr. Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person?
We have looked into this matter and found that the truth the article proposes is in fact baseless gossip.
And we did our pushing and realized it's true.
Ooh.
Not in the sense that she liked him, in a sense that she was after the suicide note.
Yeah.
And the only way to get to the truth was to bang him.
I wouldn't say ban him, but you know, yeah.
He's called the Jammin' Ninja.
Yeah, and he jams.
He sure did that night.
But should this be true, then this proves the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim.
This means I have to smash this rumor once and for all.
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Be careful. The old bag seems rather excited right now.
That's right! I'm going to nothing but your average foul-blooded youth!
Well, as the old saying goes, gotta burn old bags with fire. Takes out like a flamethrower and lights it. You ever seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
He's doing the classic method.
I feel like Edgeworth would be on the sideline cheering.
Yeah.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, finally.
Time to fire up the afterburners. Wow. And hit the highway to the danger zone.
Yeah.
You can't have that and not have that song like kind of click in.
And I got what evil are that?
I can't play it. I'll get sued.
I was saying the game should have had it on there.
They would have gotten sued.
Can't say something like that without proof. That's just slander.
But it's true! That woman was getting intimate with poor Juan! Look! It says so right here, doesn't it? Manager to the stars, Miss AA!
But the magazine came from... The name of the magazine this came from is Gossip Land.
What? Are you saying that gossip is all just a pack of lies? What do you know? I suppose next you'll swear to me that the news is 100% truth? Honestly, Sonny, you can't discriminate between the news and gossip.
Yes, discrimination is bad, Mr. Knight. We don't discriminate in this courtroom. It's bad, okay?
It's bad.
Discriminate? When did I do anything like that?
Anyway, Hungar will never get to me to say touche. That's French.
Olay!
He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal.
A scandal? What do you mean by that?
You're a dim-witted one, aren't you? I can't believe you don't know what a scandal is. Honestly, what are they teaching kids in middle school these days?
No. I wasn't asking what the word scandal means. Even I know that much.
Well, that other guy thought he could own a monopoly on popularity.
So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan.
You don't have any proof that Mr. Ongard did any such act.
You must be suffering from shock. The shock of hearing the truth. And now, since you're in so much shock, you can't do anything right.
You're right. I can't do anything, but boy, do I wish I could do something about you.
All right then, Sonny, show me what you've got. Can you show me proof that Ongard didn't bear any ill will towards Juan?
Decline the offer to present. I'm good.
I'm good.
Oh, and that's what you picked. Great. I don't have anything to offer.
See? Just as I thought. And you were lecturing me about saying things without proof. You've just given me a free pass to say whatever I want, whenever I want, silly boy.
Me and my big mouth.
That's the way the cookie crumbles. For you, anyway.
I cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action.
So what do you mean by I took action?
Like I already told you, I was lying in wait close to the crime scene. Once that slimy woman came out of the Juan's room, I was going to capture her and teach her a good lesson. Something you youngins need.
You were going to teach her a good lesson?
I was going to make you eat the damaging beams of my ray gun. Like this!
No, stop!
Well, it was too bad that the woman didn't come through the door that night.
Oh, and this is top secret. You got that? Nobody else but you and me know yet, okay?
Wait!
What? I'm a busy woman! Tea time with the kids is over!
Secret information that no one else knows yet. If that's true, then how do you know this secret information?
But that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it!
Why is it I feel like, Oldbag, you are the one who stole Lotta's camera?
It's a secret! Even if you drill the hole into my brain, you'll never find out!
I feel like you're the one who stole Lotta's camera. How in the world did that Oldbag get such a secret piece of information? So no one else is supposed to know this secret information, correct? If that's true, then why do you know it, Miss Oldbag?
Why are you looking at me like that? Stop that!
Witness! I hate to say this, but... I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire that secret info, isn't it? I'm great. Not really. I quit my job as a lawyer.
I had like confetti. Like, he did it! He answered correctly.
The investigative photographer, Lotta Hart.
Guess I gotta get rid of the mariachi band I had.
Better get them out of the room before they show up.
Yeah.
Don't even let them in.
Oh yes, I remember that mischief girl. Mischievous girl.
She reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself.
She reported such a thing?
On the piece of paper, she had written down some of her
outrageous. It's called.
It doesn't have the S.
Oh my god! Because he stops himself. I believe that we are taught this in the English class. That ellipses been drawing off.
I need to know the full word before he draws off.
No.
English doesn't sit you down and be like, all right, we're going to look at words that are cut off, and I want you to figure them out with the ellipses. Written down some of her impressions.
No, I don't know how to play the game.
About the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews.
What? Outrageous ideas, you say?
No. I said impressions.
Then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless.
Ah, that's it. That's the note.
Huh? Ah! No! You see, this is completely different! This is my top secret list of groceries to buy!
Then you are the one who took Miss Hart's note.
I'm a huge fan of Lawrence, that's why! That infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper! She's working with that evil on guard! She said so herself, on guard! I'm his sidekick! She was so happy, smiling like a silly duck. I was only checking what she had written.
I don't think anybody believes her. I don't think she believes herself.
You believe me, don't you? I was only trying to help out like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before. You really should come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine.
That was a good one, Edge. Well, it was only a piece of paper, I suppose. We can overlook this just this once.
She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her? Pile on the pressure! Let her have it! She's annoyed us for the last time! If I let up on her now, she'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow to the prosecution.
No, please.
I'm deaf. No. Witness, you said the only thing you stole was that note. Is this correct?
Stole? Why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper from the terrible, lonely trash can. That's all.
You're lying, damn it, and I can prove it. He cursed!
Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again?
He didn't do a big curse word, but he cursed! Miss Oldbag, I don't believe that note is the only thing you stole that night.
What came with the note?
A bottle of tomato juice.
Yeah.
It's the camera.
Yeah. A good time.
The guitar. It wasn't actually in the studio. He had two versions of the guitar.
And you're hiding it here in the courtroom with you today.
It's between your legs.
Yeah.
Ah!
Wait, why's the neck of it sticking out?
Mm-hmm.
You take the entire body in you?
Do.
How's she playing it? Why does it kind of sound like a bass?
Do.
Miss Oldbag, that note was with a camera inside its case, wasn't it?
A camera? A chimera? A chimera? Oh, just a camera.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. And we were so far over time. She kept saying something like, my sweetie 1,600 camera disappeared on me. My $1,600 camera disappeared.
Why? Witness!
What is it, Gramps?
If you have that note, then it is only logical that you have the camera too.
Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for?
That's...
What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know? I still eat meals like you. I fall in love and borrow things from people.
I think your definition of borrow is a little off.
I saw that woman's business card, and that's what I noticed it said. Slime bag, Celebrity photographer extraordinaire! Well, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of pictures she had taken. I'm a professional security guard. It's my business to know these things.
That's your business to take their items and
Yes!
try to cover it up.
Bailiff! Check this camera's photos, hurry! We must examine them at once.
And we'll examine them in
The next episode.
so they can watch this episode of It's Justice for All. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll be on time to upload, which is
Every day.
bye-bye.